Hi everyone, it's Rachel Amphlett here with this month's author Q&A session. Before I crack on answering all your questions that you sent through, just wanted to say a very big thank you to all of you supporting the launch of the English Spy Mystery series with Assassin's Hunted, Assassin's Vengeance already out, and this coming Sunday, the 21st of January, we have the final instalment, Assassin's Retribution, coming out where the story is concluded. Thank you also for placing your reviews on the retailer sites and on Goodreads. I can't express how important that is for me to find new readers. So if you haven't yet had a chance to leave a review and you have enjoyed the stories to date, please do so. Questions this month, let's crack on. From Ellen, will there be more Eva stories? That's up to you guys. I had a lot of fun writing the series. Obviously my focus this year, for the remainder of this year, is the K Hunter series, because I owe you some books there. But yeah, if you enjoyed the stories and you would like to hear more about the characters, perhaps with a view to another trilogy perhaps this time next year, drop me a line, info@rachelamphlett.com, or you can post a comment underneath this video and let me know what you think. If you would like to hear more adventures from the Assassins team, I'll be delighted to hear from you. From Robina, hi Robina, what is it with your fascination of making bad guys charming? I wouldn't say they're all charming, there are a few charmers in there. The one that springs to mind is Decker from the Assassin series at the moment. Although he is an assassin, he does have a very strong moral code, and I think if you are writing a character like that, for a start you have to give them a motive as to why they're doing, what drives them. But it's good to see another side to them as well, and with Decker, in using that as an example, he's very loyal to the people that he surrounds himself with. He's very loyal to Eva. But you have to grow on him before he'll actually not shoot you, I suppose. David, hello there. Hi Rachel, I just finished listening to your YouTube video. When you have more than one book you are writing, do you have trouble keeping the plots and characters separate in your mind? Not too often. I'm working on a couple of projects at the moment. The K Hunter work takes precedence, it has to, and then in between that I might mooch around with a couple of other story ideas. And because I'm not a stringent plotter, I do give myself a bit of wiggle room, but because a lot of my scenes are pre-planned out, as you know, the minute I get an idea in my head for a scene, I just jot down a couple of bullet points, and that really does help to keep me on track and to avoid any confusion between stories and characters. Sheila, for those of us who are new to you, do your series have to be read in order? Strictly speaking, no. I do try to write them as standalones because I always think, we've all been there, we've all picked up like the third or fourth in the series by accident and read it and gone, oh, there were more before this. So I do try to make sure the stories themselves are self-contained, but I think that you get a better idea of how the character grows if you start at the beginning of a series. So with the K Hunter series, that's Scared to Death is the first one in that series, and then in the Dan Taylor series, White Gold is the first one in that. And particularly with the Dan Taylor series, I think you see me grow as a writer as well, and I think that's important too. You can come on this journey with me. From Lisa, did you always dream of becoming a writer, and who inspired you to chase your dream to write? Yeah, I started writing short stories when I was about 6 or 7 years old, and taking them into school so my teacher could read them out to the class. They weren't very good, they will never see the light of day again, obviously. And my writing was so bad at the time that my mum had to type up the stories so the teacher could read them. My school report from infant school stated that my handwriting was so bad it resembled a spider walking across a page. Thankfully it has improved since then. As to who inspired me, early reads, my grandfather gave me a copy of The Eagle Has Landed by Jack Higgins to read when I was about 12 or 13 years old, and that got me hooked on spy fiction, espionage novels. We had a lot of Dick Francis books on the bookshelves at home, and that was my first taste of mystery fiction outside of children's books that I'd been reading, like the famous five. And as I grew older, I started reading books by Michael Connelly, Peter Robinson, Ian Rankin, Val McDermid. You know, they are all favourite authors that I go back to and read. And I often read a lot of their interviews because I'm fascinated by their writing techniques and how they continue to learn and grow as writers. It's really like going back to school. That's all the questions. What am I reading? At the moment, on my Kindle, I am reading Anya Lipska's Where the Devil Can't Go. Been on my Kindle for a while. I actually bought it last year. In fact, it could have been the end of the previous year, but I'm making an effort to work through my Kindle TBR pile this year, and I'm really enjoying that one. I was very lucky to receive an ARC copy of a book that's coming out in April from HarperCollins, Turn a Blind Eye by Vicky Newman. Fantastic start to a new series, it really is. It features D.I. Mayer Raman and it's set in London. Very fast paced read, and I can't wait to get my sticky mitts on book 2 in the series. That one, Turn a Blind Eye, is out on the 5th of April and you can currently pre-order it. We had a giveaway announcement, so every new subscriber to my YouTube channel goes into a draw to win a signed paperback copy of my latest release. Lisa Loves Yarn, congratulations, you've won a signed paperback copy of Hell to Pay. So if you'd like to email me at info@rachelamphlet.com, I'll sort that out for you and get it to you as soon as possible. As always, thank you so much for your comments and suggestions via email and social media. Always love hearing from you. I will respond as soon as I can whenever I do hear from you. Lastly to note, you can always find me at www.rachelamphlett.com, and to stay up to date with gossip, news, new releases and cover reveals, don't forget to sign up to the readers group. I'll see you soon. Bye.